Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Thank y'all again for tuning in to the Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce for Entrepreneurs channel. We made it. Well, some of us made it. 2026, the alleged year, but that's another conversation. But for the most part, for the sake of this conversation, we made it. Glad y'all can make it back. Man, so I debated whether I was going to put a video up today or not because that's what typically a lot of people do. But, for me, I'm spirit led when I drop videos. Like, I don't just put videos up just because, you know what I'm saying? My thing is when there are things that I'm spiritually led to talk about or to discuss, then yeah, I'm going to put a post up. But, however, 2026 is here. And the first thing I would like to do is just take a moment of silence for those who did not make it to this year. So I want to pause for a brief moment of silence. And within that silence, I would like for you to thank the Most High, including me too, for allowing us to see another year. Okay, back at you. Yeah, 2026 is here. We've made it. But there's so many others who did not make it. Which leads me to the topic of today. Topic of discussion for today. Because we're in a new year now. And with that, it's time to really evaluate your life. What's around your life, what's in your life, the people that are involved in your life. It's like really time to take a real inventory of your life. Take an inventory of your life. And which leads me to discuss snakes in the grass. We're in a new year. Some of you, hopefully, you have goals and aspirations as an entrepreneur to do something for self. And with that being said, you will encounter snakes in the grass. And I want you to be mindful of these things. A lot of people who have not leveled up in their own lives, sometimes they look to attach themselves to people that are moving, that are going places in their own lives, no matter how big or small. And with that being said, they come and enter into your life to learn what you do, to study what you do, sometimes cause division in your circle, snakes in the grass. So as you go through this year, I definitely will say this before I say that. Write down your goals. That's something that you don't really hear a lot of people talking about anymore, is writing down your goals. What are your goals? It's very important for you to do that. So at least you have a sense of direction. And I'm trying to think of that saying, but it was a saying that talks about, it says, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Just saying. But write down what you're trying to do with your life as an entrepreneur. Whether you're a painter, whether you're in business, whether you are into anything that that's gonna that's bring you closer to your life's purpose, your life's work. For me, it was Kick Sauce, Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce.com. That's what pulled me out of homelessness, literally. I can't wait till you read about it. But as you move through this year, like, okay, this is the second day of the year. Was this the first day of the year? Hold on. Y'all excuse me. January 1st. Why am I thinking today is the second? No, it's the first. Man, see, I'm like a couple of steps ahead of the game here. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year. Okay, cool. But look, I thought it was the second for real. Because, anyway, because the line of work, like my work never stops. See what I'm saying? So to those who are 9 to 5ers or just like just the average day-to-day type of routine, that's the word, it's no shade to you all because a lot of times people keep up with those days. But see, as an entrepreneur, I typically, man, I do put in like 7 days a week. I know, I know. Chef, when you have time to rest, yeah, I actually have some time. I have downtime, but a lot of that time was spent, finishing my autobiography. And like I said, it took me 2 years to do that. So I had been literally writing in the morning, like 5 a.m. to like 10 a.m. and then all that. So, boom. But enough about that. Today is January 1st. I don't know why it was the second. I was thinking it was the second, but it's the first. That's even better. Okay, cool. All right. So the first day, man, we have a whole year ahead of us. So since this is the first day, by you taking inventory in your life, well, it'll by you taking inventory in your life, you're able to like look around you, seeing what's working for you, what is not going to work for you. Especially people in your lives, people who are not there for your best interest, people who are just there. Some people say monitoring spirits. They just want to monitor what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? They want to monitor your life, what you're doing, how you got there, when really they need to have their own life and figure it out. So that's why I'm telling you, back to what I was saying, is write your goals down. Seriously. Write your goals down. You know what I'm saying? Today is the first day of the year. And we have a new beginning and a new start. Technically, every day is a new beginning. But just for the sake of the new year, you know, write your goals down so you at least have a blueprint or a map to help you get there. It's very important. And along the way, be mindful of the snakes in the grass. You know, if you have like really big ideas and things like that, you can't share them with everyone. Take it from one who knows. I've had people come around me, and it always reveals itself to, talking about snakes in the grass, where you deal honestly with people, you deal fair with people, but they're just sent there to see, how did this man do this? Then all of a sudden they just get ghosts once they get their little information. But you know what? I don't even talk anymore. There's nothing else to say. This is what we're here to do. This is what we're doing. Until you earn that space. And same with you. Some of you have people in your life that have earned that space in your life. They've walked with you for several seasons. You know what I'm saying? And they've earned that place in your life where you can share certain information with them, which is a good thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people in today's society, they're not there. They're just not on that trajectory because they are just there to take from you or just learning what you're doing so they can piggyback off what you got going on. But you have to be mindful of that as well. Talking about snakes in the grass, they just slither around to see what's going on. But you have to eliminate those people out of your life. Like I said, it's a new year, new beginnings, new goals, new aspirations, things like that. And yeah, so you have to be mindful of that. Also, moving into this new year, be mindful of your mental health. That's the next thing. Be mindful of your mental health. Okay, because we are bombarded by so many things in the world today. that's going on. So many psyops, mind controls, just so much that people have fallen victim to, whether they knew it or not. And a lot of people are having a little tough times now. It's always been kind of tough, but it's even tougher for those who have not planned. I was talking to someone. Yeah, like I said, I was talking to someone the other day, and and it was just like, for years I was like saying, "Hey, you need to do this. You should consider that. God gave you this to do this with." And at the end of the day, when all the jobs fail, yeah, the person's not it's not looking too good. You know what I'm saying? But and this is why I'm here to encourage you as an entrepreneur that we're into a new year, a new season now. And so hopefully you have bigger dreams, bigger goals, bigger aspirations, to do great for yourself. And so with that, you have to be mindful of the snakes in the grass. You know what I'm saying? Those who are there who just are not there for your best interest. And as soon as you spot those type of characteristics, you have to cut them off. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back. Once they lie to you and deceive you, that's it. That's all. They've showed you who they are. And you have to be mindful of that. And and walk away. It takes a strong person to walk away as well. But definitely write your goals down. You know, be mindful of the ones you share your goals with. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's there for your best interest. They're just not there for that. And once they find out you got something good going on, I am telling you, you have, the playing field can definitely change. So I wanted to encourage you with that, to be mindful of the snakes in the grass. I want you to also write your goals down and look at what you want to do, especially in business. To those of you who may not have a sense of direction, on my last video, I talked about how you could actually find that, by going to the library. It was in the last video, I think, from yesterday. At the end of the day, I am open for consultations as well. Dropped the prices down pretty low, actually, just so, if those of you trying to figure it out. I'm definitely there to give you insight and wisdom as an entrepreneur to help you get on your path. Consultations now are $99. It's like $99. They were more than that, but anyway, I dropped it down just slightly, whatever, to make it more attractive to those of you who are really serious about trying to get on your path. I can actually help you with that, to get on your path, and we can map out some things and all that good stuff. But with that, be mindful. We're in the new year, and the Most High is giving us a whole nother year. I don't know about you. I made some really good decisions in my life. Really, I have. In this new year, I made some couple declarations to myself that really, I'm proud of myself for making them. And I can tell you, mental health and physical health are the top two. Of course, my spiritual life, that's top one, but top 2%, two, straight up, mental health and health. What do you mean by that, Chef? One, how can I say this? For one, I don't pay for other people's mistakes. That is a big one. That was a big one for me, because the line of the field of work that I'm in, you're around people. For example, they drop a mayonnaise jar. Just use it for an example. Now you done brought a brand new mayonnaise jar. See what I'm saying? And because they were careless, they broke the mayonnaise jar. That cost you $20. I don't pay for other people's mistakes. That's what I mean. I don't. That's just one example. Not saying it actually happened, but if you make the mistake, you need to fix it. And I advise y'all to do the same thing. Don't let people keep making mistakes in your life and you the one having to sweep it up. Sweep it up. No, if they make the mistake, they need to learn. And guess what? They won't break the mayonnaise jar anymore. That's for sure. So, but that's just one of the things. I don't care other people's weight. At this stage in the game now, people have to learn to carry their own weight. You know what I'm saying? They have to. And that's one of the things that I learned as well, that I'm taking into this new year. Well, I've already kind of been practicing it actually, but I'm not carrying your weight. If you went out here and got in debt spending $500 on some J's or whatever, and then your light bill need to be paid, you might need to take a pair of those back. You know what I'm saying? And pay your light bill. You know, yeah. So anyway, that's just a little thing I want to share with y'all, to be mindful of the snakes in the grass as you go into this new year. Because with your visions and things that you're doing, just be mindful who's around you and why are they there. And I'll leave y'all with this one. This is another thing, and I want you to put this in your toolbox. When people come into my life, I look at them, I categorize them as either an asset or a liability. Or asset or a liability. It's only one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And now you can't afford to have liabilities in your life. I mean, everything's already what it is out here, but you can't afford to have a bunch of liabilities around you, because at the end of the day, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you for having to deal with liabilities. See what I'm saying? But if people are assets, those are the people that you keep around you. You know what I'm saying? And do right by those people. Don't cheat, lie, or steal to these people. Just be real with them. Well, everyone, first of all, but especially the ones who are good to you. There's a situation right now with a business, and I won't call that name, but I will say that, yeah, very deceptive person, and she knew what she did. Not just to me, but it was another partner. She kind of, had a vision and wanted us to invest in this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we invested, into her vision. And you know what? This chick didn't even think to pay us back playing these games. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You got to treat people right. But see, what they don't know is that it's all karma. See what I'm saying? Snakes in the grass. See what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. I'm going to leave y'all with that today. Today is January 1, New Year's Day. And definitely thanks for tuning in. ChefJoseph'sKickSauce.com. You can look up, just go to Google. You can see some things there. Um, yeah, and literally the autobiography is finished, and I am very proud of myself. I really am, and yeah, you'll see. It's going to be a good thing, and the books will be going on sale pretty soon. I'm in the final stages of it at this point now. So yeah, final stages. Let me see. One stage was executed yesterday. Second phase coming three. It's only like two more phases after this. And so yeah, and then y'all gonna see it hot off the press. And go ahead and get you a copy. Definitely something that will get your attention. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Thanks for tuning in. Snakes in the grass, and be mindful. It's 2026. Write your goals down and your vision. Everything that you're trying to do, and be mindful who's around you. And if there's not an asset, it's a liability. Just remember those two things right there. Got you. All right, I'm out of here. It's amazing how the day moves really quick. And so y'all have a good day. Like and subscribe if you choose. But anyway, Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce from Entrepreneurs Channel. Have a good one.